I hope this isn't arrogant of me to say, but I do seem to have this unique gift of triggering Australian politicians, from Chris Minns and Mark Speakman, the two most powerful men in New South Wales, accusing me of bullying them, to Peter Malinauskas, the Premier of South Australia, talking about Joanna Howe and her crew and the Liberal Party power brokers who are apparently pulling my strings. The latest politician who has seen fit to name me under parliamentary privilege and call me a liar is our friend Wes Fang. We're going to have a lot of fun in this episode as we go through what he said and try and understand why he might be saying it. That's today on The Dr. Joe Show. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is so good to see you guys. It's going to be a fun episode because when Wes Fang gets angry, things get quite funny. Good to see you, darling. All right. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. We still keep seeing data that says people watch our episodes to the end. Like about 45% of our regular viewers are not subscribed to the channel.
Naughty.
Yeah. If that's you, you should be feeling bad about yourself right now because we put in so much effort. Or am I acting entitled now? But I mean, it's not much to ask, guys. Like, just subscribe to the channel.
Look, Joe, let's just keep the wrath with the politicians, okay?
Yeah, not the viewers.
Not turn on your own audience now.
All right. Yeah.
To be fair, it's getting I know you're getting a bit hungry, so maybe that's what's going on.
Angry. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's look at Wes Fang. So this was him in the Parliament last week.
I've attempted as best I can to keep the debate civil, despite some of the prompting of others. But I'm hoping it's this camera right here that is filming me at the moment, because I'm going to look straight down the barrel and say to Dr. Joanna Howe, you are a liar. And I know that you're live tweeting tonight, so I hope you tweet the fact that you are an absolute liar and you are misleading all of your people. I hope they are all watching as well so that I can actually say to them to not believe a word you say. And I say that specifically because, Mr. Assistant President, the level of misinformation, the level of lies that have been spread about what the Nats may or may not do in relation to this bill has been appalling.
Okay, so first up, I find this ridiculous that these guys use the cover of parliamentary privilege to make these accusations. Like, if you're such a big man, say it to my face. Like, don't say it in Parliament where I can't sue you for defamation because you are in Parliament and you get parliamentary privilege. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've clearly triggered him, hey? He even knows about my Twitter feed. I mean, no one knows about my Twitter feed.
No, he doesn't look upset at all.
I have about 5 followers on Twitter and he knows about the live Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless.
Now, I have never met Dr. Joanna Howe. I've never spoken with Dr. Joanna Howe. Yet she has made it a mission of hers to somehow say that the 4 Nats in the upper house are the swing vote in relation to this. Now, that ignores the fact that we have a conscience vote on this bill, as do a number of other parties. So she has no idea of my view or believe my colleague's view.
You've got a record.
Can you hear that, guys? John Ruddock yells out, "You've got a record, mate."
Yeah, that's such an absurd argument that he's making. Oh, because it's a conscience vote and she hasn't spoken to me, therefore she has no idea what I'm going to do or what my opinion is. Are you serious? That's just not how it works, mate. Like, we don't need to have a conversation with, like, Michelle Lensink from the Adelaide upper house about how she's going to vote on an abortion bill because she's radically pro-abortion. So we don't need to have a meeting with her and say, Dad, I have no idea what your position is on abortion because I know it's a conscience vote. So therefore I have no idea what you're going to do. That's just insane reasoning. Yeah. That's not how human behaviour works. Like, it's possible to look at a person's position and then surmise from their past behaviour what they are likely to do in the future. That's just called being a rational human being. You don't say, oh, I've got no idea how that person could possibly vote.
And on his record, Wes Fang voted for abortion up to birth in 2019 and he voted for the Radical Greens abortion bill in 2025.
As did all of the other Nats in the
So these are the Nats.
the House.
Let me tell you. In 2019, these are the Nats who voted for full-term baby murder. Scott Barrett, MLC. Niall Blair, MLC. Wes Fang, MLC. Sam Barraway, MLC. Ben Franklin, MLC. Trevor Khan, MLC. Sarah Mitchell, MLC. Bronnie Taylor, MLC. Now we've got the MPs who have lower house seats: Kevin Anderson, Tamworth; John Barallo, Monaro; Stephen Bromhead, Mile Lakes; Steph Cook, Cootamundra; Chris Galapatis, Clarence Michael Johnson, Upper House; Adam Marshall, Northern Tablelands; Melinda Pavey, Oxley; Jeff Provost, Tweed; Dugald Saunders, Dubbo; Gurmish Singh, Coffs Harbour; Paul Toole, Bathurst; Leslie Williams, Port Macquarie. That's the list of supposedly, from a Conservative party
But can I just point
who
something
voted
out?
for abortion up to birth.
But you've got no idea what their position on abortion is. Because it's a conscience vote, do you understand?
Yeah.
So you've got no idea what their position is. Because it's a conscience vote.
Yeah.
So
I mean, what has happened?
how could you possibly know?
What has happened to the National Party? Their constitution, the first element of it is recognising and affirming a desire to return Australia to being a Christian nation. That's what they say they're about. And then their radical leftists inside the parliament support full-term baby murder along with the Greens and Labor.
So they voted to change the law so that you are legally allowed to kill a baby on its due date.
So that there's no upper gestational limit
On
ever
its due date.
due date.
Literally let's just say the baby's due on the 6th of July. You're allowed to walk into the hospital on the 6th of July, get that baby killed, and then give birth to a dead baby because they voted for that.
Yeah. Now there's a process, just like there's a process if you want to get a driver's license. There's regulation and criteria, but there is no upper gestational limit on abortion
But it's
in
fully
New South
legal.
Wales. It's fully legal.
Like you can do it,
And these
you won't go to
nuts-
jail. The doctor won't
Yeah.
go to jail.
No,
you won't
it's
even
all-
get told off. Nothing.
No.
Just In
These-
fact, they'll support your
Yeah.
right to healthcare.
Yeah. This supposedly Christian party, these nuts, all of them, including Wes Fang, said this. Now
Well, they're just a bunch of baby killers.
Now he says, Dr. Joanna Howe's never met me. She's never talked to me. But
Why do we
we've-
need to talk to you? You idiot.
But we
I'm
didn't-
so sick of this.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of this. Oh, they've never consulted with me. We don't want to. We just want you to do your job. And then if we look at you and you're not doing your job, then we'll just tell everyone not to vote for you. We don't want to hear your opinion. We don't want to hear your story. We don't care about it. We don't have time for it, for starters. And secondly, even if we did have time for it, we still wouldn't meet with you. We don't care about your story. We just want to know what you did. That's all. We don't care about your reasons why. We don't care about what you think about it. It's irrelevant to us. We don't want to hear your sob story, mate. We don't care.
But do you want to know something else?
What?
Well, we did actually write to him. We wrote to him twice. And we said, we'd like to meet with you about this bill. We'd like to know how you're going to vote. Even on social media, I tagged him after he'd accused me of misinformation. I tagged him and said, so Wes Fang, if it's misinformation, tell us how you're going to vote, right?
So are you looking right down the barrel of this camera and telling Wes Fang that he is a liar?
Well, I am telling him he's a liar when he says, Dr. Joanna, I've not heard from anyone associated with Dr. Joanna Howe or Dr. Joanna Howe. Our organisation, Australia Live, has contacted him repeatedly. We've contacted all 4 Nats in the upper house and heard radio silence from every single one of them. So then all we can go by is track record. And track record tells us that the New South Wales Nationals love killing babies.
So this is why he can't call you a liar unless he's sitting in that parliament.
Yeah.
Because he can't be sued for lying about you and calling you a liar.
Yeah. And this is why I told everybody at the rally, and I put a laser-like focus on these 4 Nationals in the upper house, because I'd done the numbers and we have the votes. If we get these 4 Nationals, this bill passes in the upper house. We save these girls from being killed just because they're girls. The first pro-life bill in the history of New South Wales passes the House of Parliament. Mm-hmm. If we get these 4 Nationals votes, it's all on them.
Yeah. And there's another thing that they'll say, but we're not the only ones voting, so why is it all on us? This is a common complaint.
Well, they're a Conservative party that claims that it's Christian and pro-life according to its, ethos, its constitution. And if you poll the seats of the New South Wales Nationals, their voters are pro-life. They want to ban on late-term abortion. Yeah. They want to ban on sex-selective abortion. So these guys are standing in the parliament, not representing their electorates and the people that voted for them.
Yeah, I think people who raise that objection don't understand how political accountability works, which includes most of these politicians. They don't understand how political accountability works. You can only be held accountable to the promises you make. either through the party that you run for, like the party's stated kind of like position or their stated kind of identity, or even their kind of unstated identity, the identity they try and project, you can be held to account according to that framework that you run under. You can be held to account to the things that you say, to the type of campaign that you run, whether you try to look like you're on the right or look on the left. All of those things play into how, like, the standard that you will be measured against. And so if you claim to be like restoring Australia to its Christian roots, and then you go and vote for babies to be killed the day before they're born, then you'll be held to account for the promises that you made. That's how political accountability works. So yes, when we go after the Nats, it's not because we have this idea that they're the only 4 people in the House and the only ones who will be voting. It's because they have a position that they've been elected because of, you know what I mean? People have been fooled into voting for these people. And so we are saying, stand by your position, or we'll do what we've said we're going to do. We're going to flip your seats and turn them one nation. That's what we're going to do. So just you have it either way. We don't really care. We don't care if you throw a little tanty. We don't care if you like call Dr. Joe a liar. We don't care what you do. We're going to flip your seats and turn them one nation if you don't vote for it. And that, by the way, if even one single Nat abstains or abstains from the vote or votes against it, we're coming for every single seat. So it just is what it is.
I hear the interjections of the mover of the bill, and yes, I acknowledge that interjection, but I'll say again, this is a specific issue, and I will get to my position in a minute. I suggest you listen to my contribution. Now, Mr. Assistant President, we have an advocate out there that is clearly lying to the followers that she has. I don't know if they just blindly believe everything she says, or they just don't question what is put in front of them. But you can imagine that what she is telling her people about the Nats' position on things is incorrect. And I've tried as best I can to engage in a civil way to clear up that misinformation. But it is clear that the truth doesn't matter to her or her followers, and so they continue to progress these lies. And they are lies because, as I've said, I've never actually had a conversation with her. So,
point of order.
Why are you running defence for her, mate?
I fully appreciate that wide latitude is given, but we've had about 10 minutes, I think, so far of Mr. Fang engaging in what is really an esoteric debate about Dr. Joanna Howe and what he said and what he hasn't said. That really has nothing to do with the merits of the bill. It's just an esoteric and personal dispute between him and a person who's not here.
Well, to the point of order, one, we have clock, so we can see it's less than 4 minutes. Two,
We got a clock so we can see it's actually 4 minutes, not 10.
And then someone yells out, feels like 10 minutes, mate.
Feels like 10 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
Could these people be any more ridiculous?
Yeah. It's so insane.
They're such ridiculous people.
He gets paid over $200,000 a year of taxpayer money to do that.
Oh, they're just children. They're a bunch of children.
Yeah.
And we just did an episode on Nat Cook.
Yeah.
It's
more of the same.
They're not all the same, but they're like mostly like that. There's a couple of people who are like grown adults in the entire place.
Yeah.
It's really scary. When honestly, this has been the biggest shock for me being involved in this work, is actually sitting in Parliament and watching these people have debates and going, whoa, we are screwed. If these are the people who make the decisions and around how this country is run, we are so screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is eye-opening, isn't it, just to see the childish games that they play and the stupid things that they say.
Just the little tanties
this bill's been on the books since October last year, and he hasn't formed an opinion. You know, he hasn't taken the time to respond to constituents and groups that have emailed him, because it wasn't just Australia Live. It was ACL.
He's made all efforts to try to write the record with you. What efforts has he made?
I think he's talking about social media, where he calls me a liar, because I haven't heard from him. Neither has Josh Rowe from ACL. Neither has anyone from Right to Life New South Wales. Like no constituent.
So a bunch of people have been in touch with him
and
to ask his
constituents as
position.
well.
Yeah.
Like so many people, thousands of emails I think these guys have got now.
So he just avoids any discussion on the subject and then calls you a liar if you try and say he's avoiding it.
It's the reason for this, guys, this tantrum is because this is the first time that the spotlight has really been put on the Nats. I guess up until this point, no one's had as quite an aggressive strategy around exposing baby killers as we have, right? So like they've really been exposed in a big way through the rally and the ensuing Nats Must Act campaign. And if you haven't signed that petition, that open letter, there's a link in the description below because they need to be hearing from us. And I'm encouraging people not just to write the email, but to call their officers. So drjoannahowe.com.au Nats Must Act. This is the first time that the Nats have a real risk of losing their seats. Why are you laughing?
It's just funny. Like they are not coping well with it.
Yeah.
They don't take well to being to that first exposure.
It'll get easier, I promise. But
it's like if your kid, our kids have always been on a really strict sleep routine. And then if it's really good on the whole because they're in bed at a good time and they get good sleep. The downside is if you happen to go to a party or something and they miss sleep, like they just can't cope.
Yeah.
They just can't deal with it.
That's so true.
And they just end up like Wes Fang. I think it's a similar thing, he's never been exposed to this and when he is, he just doesn't know how to deal with it.
All right, so we are launching a speaking tour in the New South Wales Nationals seats. Unless we get the news ASAP from the New South Wales Nationals that all four are voting for the bill, we're embarking on this tour on the 25th of July, so in a few weeks, darling. James doesn't like it when I travel too much interstate because it is hard as well on the kids and stuff, but you have even said, look, if it's to take down the Nats.
Oh, I'll go there myself. I'll go there without you.
I'd love that. I'd love to see you.
I'll get on a Greyhound bus and go straight into regional New South Wales.
Yeah, we're going to everywhere. Dubbo, Bathurst, Cootamundra, Young, we're going to be there. And we're starting on the 25th of June unless we hear from the Nationals that all four are voting for John Ruddock's bill. A senior Nationals figure said to me, Joe, look, I'll do my best. I'll try and get these four guys to vote for it, but will you call off the dogs if I do that? And they say that. And I said, of course, if the four Nationals come out, then all four.
If one doesn't, then we're still going to take all four out. And the reason for that is...
Well, not just all four. We're going to take all the lower house people out too.
Sure. Yeah. In fact, let's just take every single Nat out in the entire country.
Oh, I like Lou O'Brien.
Okay. We'll give him a leaf pass.
Yeah, and Matt Canavan and I have a hot-cold relationship. I do like Matt. I mean, we do fight.
Right, we'll take out every single Nat, we'll bar two. So.
No, there might be.
You'll be down to a party of two.
Yeah.
But definitely in New South Wales at the very bare minimum. But the reason...
the Nats in New South Wales have to be obliterated, annihilated electorally as a political force. And this is the first time we could possibly achieve that because One Nation has risen in the polls. We saw they took the seat of Farrer for the first time. In South Australia, they've got 7 seats. I mean, these are extraordinary times. We finally have leverage to threaten the Nats with, and we're going to use it.
And Nat seats are basically just One Nation seats.
Yeah.
So they just haven't been declared yet as One Nation seats.
Yeah.
But the reason why we have to take all of them out if even one doesn't is because this bill will fail if one doesn't vote for it. And so it's too easy for them to make an agreement amongst themselves. For one person, let's just say there's someone who's going to retire anyway. Well, I'll just take the hit. Who cares if Dr. Joe makes an episode because I'm not contesting again. And so then they can make an agreement. And so we just can't have that. And so if one doesn't vote for it, they all go.
Yeah, they do. They all go. All right. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, no, I'm not hopefully. I feel like with almost 100% certainty that Wes Fang is watching this episode. So, Wes, I'm going to look down the barrel of the camera to you and say, let's have a coffee. I actually am not that bad a person and we can totally kiss and make up. Like this is, no, sorry, I'm not going to kiss him. That was a metaphor.
Yikes.
Okay, I wasn't hitting on Wes Fang there.
Now he's going to have you for sexual harassment. He's going to do an episode he's going to do another speech. Hopefully Labor will interject again. So look, Wes Fang, if you have some sexual harassment issues with Dr. Joanna Howe, You really can address that in your own time. We've been here for 10 minutes. It's like, actually, I can see on the clock it's only been 4. Okay, by my reading.
All right, we're getting really silly. And I think it is because we need lunch. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, become a member. And that's today on The Dr. Joe Show.